Hi everybody, it's Ellen Violette here, and today I'm going to talk about how creativity can sabotage your business and how to use it to enhance it instead and use it to your advantage. So I want to start by saying, for those of you who don't know me, I come from the music business. My life is about creativity. I love being creative, and that is what I did for 20 years, being creative, writing songs, producing songs. I started out as a lyricist and then moved into, being able to help people just improve the music, and then eventually got into producing as well. So creativity is what makes me want to get up in the morning. Creativity is what excites me. And let's see what's going on here. Okay, hi Sue. Hi Amanda. So creativity is what it's all about. But here's the thing about creativity. Creativity can also sabotage your business. So you're probably wondering what I mean by that. Well, I'm going to explain it here. So creativity is the lifeblood of business, because creativity is taking two things that exist and putting them together in a new way. That's what I do with words. That's what people do when they create covers and art and all kinds of different things. But also in business, how you create your products and your services and your programs, that all has to do with your creativity and expressing yourself in a way that your audience connects with you and likes what you do, and you're solving a problem for them and everybody's happy. So the thing is that if you're like me, then the part that you like about your business the best is the ability to be creative in what you do. But the problem comes in is that if you're like me, you also get new ideas every minute. And so when that happens, it's very easy to start going from thing to thing to thing and not finishing, first of all. It's very easy to get sidetracked by shiny objects. And it's very distressing when things don't get done or things take a long time and you're spending a lot of money and it's not working and you're not getting the results that you want. So the other thing is that when you're really creative, what happens is you want to create, and so you spend a lot of time creating. And when you're spending a lot of time creating, it means you're not spending a lot of time marketing. And when you're not spending a lot of time marketing, you're not making money. So that's what I mean by how creativity can sabotage your business, because you need to have a balance between creativity and marketing. And you have to decide, what that is for you, but you have to make sure that you're aware of both of those things. You want to be creative and you have to market. So, part of the solution is to market creatively. But also, one of the problems is that when your mind works like mine does, that every time I'm doing something, I'll come up with 10 other ideas that sound really exciting and wonderful, and then I want to work on those. And so if I start that and I don't finish what I'm working on right now, I can end up with some angry customers, because it's true, and I admit it, there have been times when I've taken way too long to put something together that I promised, because because I get sidetracked, aside from the fact that there's a lot going on in my personal life. And as people who know me know, my husband's been very sick and I'm a full-time caregiver, as well as my own stuff. I'm 64 years old, so, things happen. But the other thing is that even when you finish things, a lot of times what will happen, at least for me, I'm just being honest here, and this is something I, work on to not do, is that I could create something, be really excited about it, send out some social media posts. Hi Monica, and send out some posts, and send out an email, which is easy, and I have a list where I can make money with it, and then go on to the next thing because I've got another new idea. And so, but when that happens, you're not leveraging what you've already done, and you're not maximizing the profits that you could be getting from that. So that's another type of self-sabotage. It's sort of, part of it can be being lazy, and part of it is that you just forget to focus and you move on to the next thing. So you have to make sure that you don't do that. when you do, and I did make myself some notes here, when you do spend too much time and you never really market one, what happens is it can lead to exhaustion and burnout over time. And you don't want that to happen. So, and the reason that happens is because you're stressed out, because you've promised things to people and now it's not happening, or it's not happening fast enough. And then, if you are, come from integrity and you want to do what you say you're going to do, then that can be upsetting. But, we all go as fast as we can go, and we're learning the lessons as we go, hopefully. So the other thing is that a lot of times people are creative. Well, they'll create, and they never even put it out, let alone send out an email or put it on social media. So I have people who come to me, and this is not that uncommon, where people come to me and they've written several books and they've never published one of them, which always astounds me, because when I do a book, I can't wait to get it out there. I want to get it out there. I want to see what happens. I want to, get some feedback and get it to #1 on Amazon. So, and I've asked people, well, why do you think you do that? And they'll say, because I really love creating, and I'm either afraid to market, or I don't know how to market, or I don't want to market. So that's the other way that creativity can sabotage your business. So you want to make sure that you don't do that. You want to make sure that once you've done that, that you, I hate to use the word force, but that you force yourself, in some way, hi Candace, that you force yourself in some way to market it, and to put it out there and to take the risk. Maybe it's a fear of rejection is why you don't put it out, or like I said, you're just enjoying creating so much that you would just rather focus on creating. But if you're going to do that, you've got to hook up with somebody who can help you market it. You've got to, and even then, thinking somebody else is going to do all your marketing for you, I think, is a pipe dream. I think, especially the way things are now, there's a certain amount of authenticity that you have to have, and you're not going to have that if you're never visible. So I saw a post the other day, and I love this. It said, if you want to be more successful, stop hiding. And a lot of writers are hiders. I'm a hider to a certain degree, but I force myself to get out there. I'm always happy when I do, and I have a good time. And I love Facebook Live, so this is a kick. But I still get nervous every time before I come on, because I think about what am I going to say, and is it going to flow, and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, I'm going to my page to see if I can see here we are, because I can never see the comments on the phone. It's very odd. Okay. Anyway, so that's the thing about that. So you never make any money, and you don't even know if what you're doing is capable of making money, because you don't put it out, you don't take the risk, and so you never get the feedback. So that's a problem. The other problem is boredom. So if I just have to do the stuff that's more rote all the time, I'm going to get really bored, and I'm really going to hate my life, because I have to be creative. That's just who I am. And so, when you get bored, the thing is, you have to make sure that you're doing enough creative stuff to keep you engaged, but not so much that you're not marketing and you're not making money. Now, I once heard a woman speaking about how you make money online. I listen to a lot of people's stuff, and I'm fascinated by the different ways that people market, and the different ways that they make money, and the different ways that they come to the whole thing. But she was saying how what you want to do is create a program, and then you just want to give it over and over and over, and get creative in your marketing, and not with your actual programs. And my reaction to that was, okay, shoot me. That just doesn't work for me. Now, at least not, giving it over and over and over. As a matter of fact, I've given my 3 days to ebook cash workshop, I've given it 30 times. I've given my preview call over 100 times. So finally, it occurred to me that there is a solution to this, which I will share. But first, I want to talk about the fact that, remember, you can add more programs, and then you can get creative, and then with those, and do maybe one a couple times a year, another one a couple times a year, something like that, so you get more variety. The other thing is that you can, sometimes what happens is they become obsolete, and you just have to create a new one anyway. I mean, that happened to me when I did my first ebook marketing course, and then Kindle came in, and blogs, and all this other new stuff, and so it just didn't make sense anymore. So I just retired it, and now I've got ebook marketing mastery instead. After people do a bestseller launch, so that's the deal. So again, it's how do you keep yourself interested, and for me, that's creativity. So again, that goes back to balance. But I'm going to give you some action steps here. So number one is create a series of index cards. So every time you get a new idea, and I'm not saying I didn't come up with this, I read it somewhere, but every time you come up with a new idea, put it on an index card and map out what it is, and then put it aside. And do that with all the great ideas that come to you while you're working on the project that you're involved in now, that you can't stop to now do this other thing right now. So that's the first thing. And sometimes it doesn't actually work really well, in the sense that, like I was doing, hi Mark, I was doing a podcasting, getting my first 5 podcasts together, and I realized, wow, this would make a great book. I'm going to do a book on this. And since I already had the scripts for that, it was super easy to just, paste them together, and all I had to do was figure out the cover and a few other little things. And even that, I did that right then because it was on my mind and it was easy to put together. Sometimes if you go away, the flip side of this is that you can go away and then you come back and don't remember what you did, and then you've got to find all the pieces. So sometimes it can be more of a hassle. But in those cases, I just put it together the best I can because I've got all the little pieces. I put it in one folder, and then I'm going to come back to it later. Or I'm going to play with it on my days off, that's when I get to do my passion projects, like on the weekend. So, you've got to figure out a way that works for you. I mean, that's the bottom line, but just don't let the creativity sabotage your business. So then what I do is, okay, once I get one off my plate, then I can add that other one. I can decide which one is going to be most beneficial to my business fast enough, or faster than the other ones. And also weigh that against what am I passionate about, and go from there. So my action step number 2 is to make a production schedule. So make a production schedule for the things you're working on now, and then figure out, okay, by what date will I be done with this, and then what can I put in next? And then you can even pencil that in so you have sort of a carrot, for when to know why you want to get this one done so you can get to the next one. So that works really well, but consistency is the key. Okay, just, work on what you're working on daily, and try not to let your mind go to, oh, this is never going to end, or, oh, I'm never going to finish this, because I know how that goes. So just be aware of that. And then number 3 is create funnels, okay? And this is what I was thinking earlier when I said, when you've done them over and over and over, it's time to create a funnel and make it as passive as possible. And, sometimes people can't afford to do it. They don't know how to do it. If you don't know how to do it, get help. ClickFunnels is really good. People are using that a lot because it kind of has it all set up for you. And I do have an affiliate link for that. It's http://ellenlikes.com/what is it? Oh, ClickFunnels free, because I believe they have a free trial. So it's ellenlikes.com/ClickFunnels free. And if that's not in your price range, you can use Optimize Press. They have one too. It's ellenlikes.com/optimize it. So that's it. So, that's the idea. But what you want to do is try to never work on more than a couple projects at a time, because I've done that and I've gotten myself into trouble doing that. And it was because I was letting my creativity run away with me. I was getting off on too many different things. I don't do that anymore. As a matter of fact, how at the beginning of the year they'll say, okay, what's your word for the year? Well, my word was discipline. Discipline, because I was just one big ball of creativity, and, you can't do that. So, as I said, what I'll do is I'll work on a couple of projects and then do my passion projects on my weekends, when I can work on what I want to work on. So bottom line is, the idea is to learn to harness the power of creativity, learn to use it so it works to your advantage, and don't let it run you. It's like a wild child who wants all your attention, if you're like me. Not everybody is, but a lot of people are, who are authors and creative people. So that's it for today. I hope you've enjoyed this, and I'll I'll see you again tomorrow. And I would love to hear your comments, and anything that you want to share, you can put right underneath this video. So have a great night, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.